Welcome back to the St. James Sports Show, your source for Winnipeg sports, local stories, and the biggest headlines from around Canada. I'm your host, Joshua Knox, and thanks for tuning in to Episode 3. Here's what's coming up today's show. A major headline and what it means for the league. A major CFL headline and what it means for the league. The latest Winnipeg Blue Bomber news. Winnipeg Jets offseason updates, Manitoba Moose news, Winnipeg Goldeyes updates, Valour FC recap, local St. James sports, upcoming sporting events around Winnipeg, and fan question of the week. Let's get started. Here we go. All right. CFL headline. Our top story today comes from the Canadian Football League. As the season continues, teams across the league are batting for position and in standings. And every game is becoming more important. Injuries, standout performances, and coaching discussions are already shaping an early part of the season. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers continue one of the CFL's most impressed franchises with a high expectations every year. They're expected a good roster, a winning culture makes the team that opponents never overlook. The question for fans is simple. Can the Blue Bombers put together another Grey Cup run? Now we're going to fully twist over. Let's take a closer look at Winnipeg. The Blue Bombers continue preparing for another important stretch of games. Strong play on both offense and defense has been key to their success. But the season has to move along. Fans continue to pack Princess Auto Stadium, cheering one of the best game day experiences in the CFL. With veteran leadership as a precision fan base behind them, Winnipeg is once again aiming for a championship football. Now over to hockey. Even though it's off-season, there's still plenty to talk about with the Winnipeg Jets. Fans are eager watching for roster moves, contract news, and updates for development camp. The Jets core remains one of the strongest in the Western Conference, led by players like Mark Scheifele, Kyle Connor, Josh Morrissey, Adam Laurie, and Cole Perfetti. As training camp gets closer, excitement continues to build for another NHL season. Can the Jets take the next step and make a deep playoff run? That's the biggest question heading into this season. All right, it's Manitoba Moose time. Here we go. The Manitoba Moose are hard-working preparing for next season. Development camps and off-season training give young players a chance to improve and compete for roster spots. The Moose continue to play a major role in development future Winnipeg Jet players, making them an important part of hockey in Manitoba. Summer means baseball season in Winnipeg. The Winnipeg Goldeyes continue their schedule with exciting games at Blue Cross Park. The team has been entertaining fans all season long, and attending a Goldeyes game remains one of the Winnipeg's great summer attractions. If you're looking for something to do for the week, catch a baseball game. It's always a great option. Valour FC soccer continues to grow across Manitoba, and Valour FC remains an important part of a local sports scene. The club continues its Canadian Premier League season while working to climb the standings. Supports continue to bring a great energy to home match, helping the sport grow in Winnipeg. Across St. James and Winnipeg community, sports are in full swing. Youth baseball tournaments are taking place across the city, major football camps, and preparing athletes for a fall season. Basketball camps continue throughout the summer. Youth soccer leagues remain busy every evening. Local hockey tournaments, local hockey training programs, and helping players get ready for another good season on the ice. If your team has a tournament, fundraiser, or championship coming up, we'd love to hear about it. Send us a message and your team could be featured on a future episode. All right, this week in Winnipeg sports, here are what fans should be watching this week. Winnipeg Blue Bombers continue their CFL schedule. Winnipeg Goldeyes have another series of home games. Valour FC continues league play. Winnipeg Jets fans, keep your eye on the offseason news and player development. Community tournaments continue throughout Winnipeg. It's another busy week for sports fans across Manitoba. Here is today's question. Which Winnipeg team do you think has the best chance to win a championship next year? Winnipeg Jets, Winnipeg Blue Bombers, Winnipeg Goldeyes, or Valour FC? Let us know your answers on social media, and we may feature your comments in our next episode. No matter the season, Winnipeg's fantastic sports city. From football and hockey to baseball, soccer, and community athletes, there's always something happening. Here at the St. James Sports Show, we're proud to bring the biggest stories from across Winnipeg every week. That's all for episode 3 of the St. James Sports Show. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on social media and breaking Winnipeg sports news. And tell your friends about the show. Until next time, keep supporting local sports, keep cheering Winnipeg, and we'll catch you in episode 4.